right, Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 70, Indy.
Free ball.
Let go.
On first down, Herbert. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Focus, defense, focus.
Shoot.
From the gun, Herbert. This complete to Langford. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 47.
Go. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Herbert got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Let's go.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Herbert. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready. 10 Tucson. 61 Matchbox Lights.
Let's get off the field.
And
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, back. Shoot the Pittsburgh. Set. Too low, got hit.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 50 seconds to mine. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Go.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Blackwell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
32-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
45. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Come. 5.
2nd and 11. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Lightning. Defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on second down. Herbert to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Operating from the gun. Herbert looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, 26 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
45. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
This is Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 60 or.
Check. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Campbell making the catch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 6! Mike 6! It's our field. It's our field.
2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Blackwell. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
28, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Okay, ready? Mike 6. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 6.
On 1st and 10, Blackwell. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Off play action. Blackwell. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Down. 90 Wolf. You mine.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Colts send out their punter. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Blackwell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hayward. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go.
From the gun, Blackwell. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
To throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to look deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down now, it's Hines. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready?
On third down, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 70 yards. Then the Bears get a bit closer. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam, and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the set. 57's mine. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 57's a Mike. 57.
From the gun on third down. Blackwell. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Little. A good pickup. 17 yards and a bare first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ready. Now the wolf. Mike 57. Great show. Drive on. Twist.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
57's the Mike. Let him know.
From the gun, Blackwell. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, Blackwell. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike 6. Mike 6. I'm scared. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Looking to throw. Blackwell. And his throw here's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Blackwell. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
I got it. Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Out. 3 down. Out.
Deep rip.
On 1st down, Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Bears' 46-yard line.
Break.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go deep, tighten up.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the set.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines.
Go, run.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Got an open man, that's Campbell. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Hines. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, now. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Bears on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
I got him.
Hey, number 2.
Operating from the gun, Blackwell. And that is incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football, but these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Colts, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.